Hello, hi, namaste, namaskar. My name is Subramaniam, Hari Subramaniam. I am from Chennai. I am now 64 years old. I am now retired from active service. By 2011 January, I had the first bout of vomiting blood and passing blood with my motion. So the doctors immediately admitted and checked me in Chennai. What was the cause for that? And that was found to be HCV cirrhosis. And then some bandings were done in the portal veins. I don't know if I mentioned the name rightly. Then some bandings were done, and then regular checkups were done. I was quite all right for almost a year, and then by 2012 again it erupted. I had at that time I just vomited blood, and again I was rushed to the hospital in Chennai, and they checked for the bursts in the veins, and they again did some banding. That was a more critical effort from them, on the doctor's side, but then everything was fine at the end. I was back, and in fact these 2 periods I did some advisory service in Chennai. I was maybe about 60% active of what I was earlier. Then happened, there was a liver camp in Apollo, Chennai. That was in April 2012. So those days I was going for opinions from experts. So it just occurred to me, why not I go and meet the Apollo doctors and take their advice of what I should do. And I met Dr. Murugan, a senior hepatologist in Apollo, Chennai, a very nice person. He gave me certain very good advices, and then on I am with Apollo. So with his medication, everything went all right. And 2013, I had some small problem again. So the team there, they came with certain options of what I can do. And one such option discussed was TIPS procedure, to obviously delay the liver transplant by a few months, or if possible a couple of years. And I immediately said yes. As luck would have it, I had some senior person from some other hospital team, and by 31st January 2013 they did this TIPS procedure, and that almost resolved the issue of bleeding. And with good medication, everything seemed all right. And as the panel of doctors in Chennai, transplant surgeons and Dr. Murugan, they advised I was going there for regular checkup. And the first review was in 6 months from January, and there they found everything all right. But then Dr. Murugan advised, now you come for checkup once every 3 months, and if necessary it has to be once every month, depending on the developments. And I had some issues with the passage of blood through the stent, the stent they call, or the material they had inserted in my liver for the flow of blood. There was some block, so they advised immediately register for the transplant. and they explained to me why we should immediately get enrolled for transplant, and what I need to do and what they will do to take care that any complications at the time of surgery are reduced and kept to the minimum. I jumped on that opportunity and I registered myself as advised by Apollo Chennai, and we organized whatever they advised us to do, my wife and I. We organized and we were ready from sometime in April 2014. So 2014 April, I got a call from Apollo Chennai. There was a donor, a liver available, and I would be one of the 3 considered for the transplant, and whoever it fits well would be transplanted with that liver available, cadaver. So we went to the hospital, and ultimately, after a stay of almost 3 to 4 hours, it was not good to suit my case, so I returned home. It happened 2 more times, and they explained to me why it happened and why we should not rush and wait. And thereafter, I understood such calls would come probably in regular intervals. I should be ready to visit the hospital anytime, to be present to get the liver transplant done. Now, whenever I say I should keep myself ready, or I speak with some confidence when I talk of liver transplant, all of you must understand one thing. See, my life before this was discovered, there was a virus infection in my liver. I was a normal, healthy person weighing 82 kilos, very active, probably working more than 14-15 hours a day. And suddenly this happened. Normally people would have got depressed. Luckily for me, the team of doctors who attended on the first bout, they were good and they explained the position. And then after I met the Apollo doctors, the advice whatever the earlier doctors had given was one side, the reassurances given by the Apollo doctors with proper explanation and clarifications on queries, that was something fantastic. So we said, if that has to be done, that has to be done, that's it. And I was clear in my mind, I was in the safe hands of those Apollo doctors, and everything would go all right. So there was no question of now redoubting or again going for opinions or wasting our time. So there ended this search for any good place, because I had already found the best place. And now 3 years I passed with the existence of that disease and occasional bouts of this vomiting blood. And 2014, thank God, I got this opportunity to get the transplant done. Now, in between, there were get-togethers between pre and post-transplant liver patients in Apollo Chennai, and those meetings were very, very helpful. They built a lot of confidence in people like me who were pre-transplant patients, and people who had done the surgery 3 years or 4 years before, or just 1 year before. They all participated with such enthusiasm and exuberance. So we believed very strongly that life existed after that transplant, after the liver transplant, probably better. So we were waiting for the opportunity. I am a strong believer in God. I'm sure most of you are believers in God too. God says, you leave things to me, and then it's my responsibility. And God doesn't come in his shape as we see him in deity pictures. He comes in the form of men or women who, without even our knowing, they help us. That's His grace. I found not once, just more than a couple of occasions, the Apollo team of doctors, they were just as good as gods. I get a little emotional, but that's true. Every time we met, they explained the progress either on positive or negative side of the liver functioning, and explained to me what I need to do to get the clearance from the respiratory specialists, the general diseases attack, what they call, there's a specialist doctor who checks for any negative effect of influence of other viruses. So they all did it and cleared me for the transplant. Everything happened in good rapid time, and after almost 2 months from February 2014, when I started preparing vigorously for the liver transplant, everything happened so fast. And Dr. Manish from Hyderabad called me on the 17th of May by about 12:30, that's in the night. All he said was there was a liver ready, and I was the only one, after checking with others, who could possibly get it done. Although I was not on the priority list, I still needed that to be done anyway. They considered, a big thanks to them. And immediately I consulted my wife. I took about 20-25 minutes to get back to him, and I said we have booked our tickets and we are there tomorrow morning. He was very happy. He said an ambulance will wait at Hyderabad airport, and we left Chennai on 18th early morning by 3:30. We were here by about 7 o'clock early morning. And then I just wonder how things are so very well organized in Apollo, Hyderabad. The people who picked me up from the airport with an ambulance, everything happened like a motion picture. It happened in sequence, perfect sequence. I was brought to the hospital, straight away admitted, and then I was taken within about an hour into the operation theatre, and they confirmed that everything was fine, and they would start the operation, and they were going to give me anesthesia. As usual, I did a small prayer. That's it. That's the end of it. And I left it. I was at peace, and the operation must have started. I was told later it was a major surgery. Took almost 9 hours or so. And thereafter, I think today we are on the 10th day after surgery. Today it's the 27th of May. The care and attention in monitoring the progress of post-op patients in the hospital, that's something very remarkable, very commendable. The doctors personally get involved, and I must say here, Dr. Manish and Dr. Prashant, they both bring a lot of cheer, and that probably helped me to get up and sit like this and talk to you so very pleasantly, without any pain or discomfort. They're such nice people. So every time they checked my blood, or they did whatever check they have to do from the physio side or any other side, and they came and explained to me how well things were progressing and how well I should get back soon to the normal life again in about a year's time from now. That was the tonic I needed. See, all of us, we can claim that we are a very strong-willed person. but then you always need someone to corroborate and confirm, yes, you are just as good as you think, you can do it, and you have already done it. That reassurance keeps you a little more active, and you can do that extra bit. Once you find the experts have said, I'm going on the right track. That's what happened in my case. Post-op, the medication, attention, both at the ICU and the ward, everything was very good. And the facilities here, they are so excellent. And here I must say one more thing, the food. I don't know how it all got organized. So good and so perfect, and not so spicy, not so oily, no chilies, and perfectly suited my taste. And it was very good, and I started getting appetite right from day 3 or 4. My intake started improving. Then by the 6th or 7th day, doctor started discharging me, and why I should go home as early as possible, not to continue to stay in the hospital. That was the first time I learned the doctors, they're not doing business, they're only just trying to save your lives, save our lives. And at least I understand they saved my life. So we are now trying to pack things up and leave by tonight or early tomorrow morning flight back to Chennai. And with all the reports they give, the instructions they give, all I need to do is to follow it carefully, meticulously, and then go meet the Apollo doctors in Chennai for reviews, and then make sure I am clear from all these problems. I'm fit and normal as I was prior to in 2011. Probably I'll be better because at that time I had some disease, but now I've got rid of that. So this was a very good example of what a liver transplant can do to a person. I was not a very muscled man or any hero-like active man, a normal person. With such attention, if I can recover back and then go back to my active life, what can some other person who is really active can do? You can think of it. All that is needed is you have to believe in yourself, believe in the doctors. As I see, they have got the best of experience. In Apollo, whatever they say, they have done it. So it's not that they claim that this can be done or that should be done. They know they have done it. So when whatever I say, it's my own experience. Believe that. If they say you do it, better we do it. If they say you avoid it, we better avoid it. If they say you should have done it extra this today, better we do it extra at least tomorrow. So that's in our interest, and at times they're trying to push you a little hard, but it's for our good. Believe that. If I'm fit talking to you this long, sitting in a chair, it's because they have insisted I should do it on a daily basis, not just lie on the bed. They have done a wonderful job. So all I can say is, pre-ops, obviously you will have a lot of questions to ask. Whatever questions you have in your mind, you talk to the doctor, you ask him the questions. You won't find a better place who will so patiently answer all your questions and explain why a certain thing should be done, why a certain things should not be done. And you have got to believe that. Once that is done, they tell you you should now get ready for the transplant. Once all the other resources are over and they are clear that transplant is the only solution from now on, believe that, and you mobilize yourself from all angles, right from funding everything, and then be at their disposal anytime the call can come. The God has already decided, and He has advised them, here is a soul calling. When they call, be ready to go and allow yourself to be taken over by them. As simple as that. At the end of it, maybe as I do now, after about 10 or 12 days, you will be on your own. And they've advised me to take care for another at least 3 to 6 months. So once I pass that stage, I am sure I'll get back to my old routine of moving around, meeting people. But then whatever advice they give, I'll stick to that. I will not try to overdo anything. Maybe after a year or so, if they say I'm free to travel and do anything, whatever, I'll start doing that. So this is as simple as that, at the same time as hard as that. All you have to do is you believe in those doctors. Particularly in Hyderabad, I never imagined that a doctor like Dr. Manish Verma would be so simple and in all humility when he tries to talk to you to explain things. At times, you won't believe such a great doctor, he is talking to you so simply. And there are doctors who will use the medical terminologies which you may not understand. But here is a doctor who interprets it for your benefit, to understand things clearly, and then it makes things simple for you. Oh, we are doing it for this job. Understood, sir. So once that is clear, your job is half done. So they do always that extra bit for them from their side, and it's up to us to make sure we cooperate, and then at the end it's all for us to help us. The doctors have done their job, they have another job to do, they go. But then we benefit by cooperating with them, we benefit, we get back to our normal life, and such wonderful things can happen here with all the facilities they have, the equipments they have. I don't think you will find a better place, a better team of doctors, better opportunity to spring back to life. So take this advice. Like me, there are several others who would have talked. So you start taking notes, discuss, clear yourself from any doubts, and then do what they say. You will have a much better life post-surgery in the future. All your family members will be happy, and you will be thankful to them, to the doctors and everybody, and God forever. God bless these doctors, Apollo team. God bless everyone. God bless you. And I'm sure you will be like me. You will get back well soon. And doctors are here to take care of you. God bless you. Thank you.